Alright, in this lecture we are going to look at the Leibniz rule of integration. So Leibniz rule of integration tells you how to differentiate an integral. Okay, so basically let me write it down what I mean by it. So the differentiation of integrals. Okay, how do we do this? We do this making use of Leibniz rule. Okay, obviously Leibniz was a mathematician, so using the rule devised by him, we do this integration. So what do we mean by this? So if f of x, small f of x is equal to capital, there is only one variable here, so we don't need to take a partial differentiation. So if small f of x is equal to d capital F of x by dx, right, then what it means is basically when we do an integration from a to x f of t dt, right, this integration alone it will give you f of t, right, and usually what we do then is to go from this a up to x. So finally to get the final solution, what we will do, we'll substitute, instead of t we will substitute x, and then we'll do a minus f of a. So wherever you have t you will substitute a. So this is your equation, right? So for example, if I give you an equation, let's say cos t dt, right, from a to x, the integration of cos t is nothing but sin t, right? Right. So integration of cos t is nothing but sin t. So you get sin t going from a to x. So the way that you will write the final solution would be sin of x minus sin of a. Okay. So integration, you can think of it as something to be that is the opposite of differentiation. Alright. So if you have d by dx of sin x is what you by now you know that d by dx of sin x is cos x. So essentially this means that sin x is equal to integration of cos x dx, right? That's why we have written it like this. So similarly d by dx of cos x is minus sin x. So we know that if we have cos x, is nothing, so this is nothing but minus sin x dx. So if you want to write, the formula for integration of sin x dx is nothing but minus cos x. Okay, this is what you will get. Alright. What about integration? So we also know that d by dx of x power n is n into x power n minus 1, right? So similarly, if I do integration of x power n minus 1 dx, you will get 1 by n x power n, right? So from this we get the formula that integration of x power n dx is nothing but 1 by n plus 1 x power n plus 1. Okay, so this is the formula. Alright. So you should know that if you are integrating something, you can most often get the formula for it. So using the differentiation. Okay. So you don't have to remember too much. You just have to remember that it is the opposite of differentiation. Similarly, if I give you 1 by x dx, integration of 1 by x dx, this is nothing but ln x. Why? Because integration of differentiation of ln x gives you 1 by x. So if you take the operator d by dx, if you do it, if you take the logarithm, if you take the integration of this, then you will get ln x is basically integration of 1 by x dx. Alright. So these are some of the formula. Again, integration of e power x dx will give you e power x, and integration of e power ax dx will give you 1 by a e power ax. Okay. So again, all of these integrations you should try to, if you are not familiar with this, or if you struggle with this, then you should try and work out problems in the 12th standard NCERT textbook of CBSE, right, or CBSE board. So there are several problems given there. You should try to work out all of them, and that will give you confidence to do any integration and any differentiation. Alright. So let's go back now to the Leibniz rule. Okay. So we started with the fact that f of x is nothing but d by dx of capital F of x. Okay. So obviously if you do a to x, small f of x dx, right, you will get capital F of x, which you have to take from the limits a to x. So you will get f of x minus f of a, right. So now if you do d by dx of this f of x dx, you will get, you have to basically do d by dx of capital F of x minus f of a. Okay. Now since this is only a function of a, this is basically, and a is a constant, right. So here a is a constant. Okay. So a is a constant. So if a is a constant, this entire term is going to be constant with respect to x. So this will give you 0. So you'll get df by dx minus 0. And df by dx we already know as small f of x, right. So this gives you the Leibniz rule. Finally, what is the Leibniz rule? It says that d by dx of integration from a to x f of x dx actually gives you f of x itself. Okay, where a is a constant. Okay. Alright. So the opposite of this would be, what if you change the limits? What if you do x here and a here? Okay. And then you do f of x dx. What will this give you? This will only give you this thing. It will give you f of a minus f of x, right? So there is a minus sign here. This is again a constant. So this will give you 0 minus df by dx, right? Which will essentially give you minus small f of x, because this function is small f of x, right. So this gives you the rule that d by dx of x to a f of x dx gives you minus f of x. Okay. Alright, so let's look at a small example. So what would be d by dx of 1 to x square, right? Sorry, let's call it 1 to x. Oh, this was only x. We'll see what happens if it is a function of x. So 1 to x e power 2x dx, right? So then you will basically just get e power 2x. This will be your answer. Okay, from the formula. What is the formula that we used? We used this formula, right? So d by dx of a to x f of x dx equals f of x. So this is the formula we used, and we got just e power 2x. Alright. Okay. Now what if I is equal to u of x to v of x f of t dt. right? Of course, this is a dummy variable. I hope you all understand, right? This is a dummy variable, so you can call it and you can call it x dash everywhere, right? Okay, so this is a dummy variable, so this can be anything. We can call it 2t as well, right? Okay, so this inside the integral is a dummy variable, and then you are integrating from 1 to x, okay, and then you are differentiating that integrated function. Okay, you can also do the integration completely and see that you will get the same answer. So from here, if you do this integration, what will you get? You will get 1 by 2 e power 2t, okay, and then you have to do from 1 to x, and then you do d by dx, so you will get d by dx of e power 2x by 2 minus e power 2 by 2, right? And then if you differentiate this, you are going to get back this function. So this provides you a simple formula. Alright, now if I is equal to, I goes from u of x to v of x, and it is integrating over f of t dt, okay. So here the limits are a function of x. So the distinction is that the limits are function of x, right? And of course inside the integral the function is a function of the dummy variable, alright. So then what will you get, right? So you can do di by dx, okay, and let's see, so if this is I and this, if I is a function of u and v as well, then how can you write it as? So you can write it as dou I by dou x into, dou I by dou u, okay, into dou u by dou x plus dou I by dou v into dou v by dou x. Okay, this is the way that you can write it. Alright, so you are going to get, now dou I by dou v is what? Dou I by dou v is nothing but dou I by dou v at constant u. Right, so this one is at constant v and this one is at constant u. Okay, so this is how you are going to write it as. Okay, so this is nothing but at constant u dou I by dou v, so this is nothing but f of v, and dou I by dou u is nothing but dou I by dou u at constant v, so this is a function of u. Okay, alright, now the thing is that thing is that u is in the bottom of it is the bottom boundary, right? Is the lower limit. U is the lower limit, and so what you will get is this as this will actually be a function of minus f of u. Okay, so essentially what you can do is dou by dou x would become minus f of u du by dx plus f of v dv by dx. So this is what you will get. Okay, so you have finally dou I by dou x is f of v dv by dx minus f of u du by dx. Okay. This is what you will get. Alright. Okay. So the final formula would be d by dx of from u of x to v of x, f of t dt is nothing but f of v into dv by dx minus f of u into du by dx. This is your formula. Okay. Alright, so let's look at a small problem and then you'll see what I mean by it. So let's differentiate d by dx from 0 to x power 1 by 3 t square dt. Okay, so this is your differentiation. So this is your I, right? This integral is your I, and 0 is your u of x, and this is your v of x, right? So let's write it down. U of x is 0, which means u is 0, and v of x is x power 1 by 3, and I is t square dt. Okay, this is your I from u to u of x to v of x. Okay, and what you need is you need di by dx. Alright, so anything that is inside this integral is your f, is your small f. Okay, so essentially you have t square, so f of t is equal to t square. Okay, so from your formula you have di by dx is equal to f of v into dv by dx minus f of u into du by dx. Okay, so what is dv by dx? V of x is x power 1 by 3. So dv by dx is 1 by 3 x power 1 by 3 minus 1. So this will be 1 by 3 x power minus 2 by 3. Right? And u of x is 0. So du by dx will also be 0. Okay? Alright. So now we just substitute into this. So what is f of v? Right? F of v is nothing but you have v square. Right? So f of t is t square. So f of v will be v square. So now instead of v you substitute the value of x. So you will get x power 2 by 3. And f of u is going to be 0. Okay. So finally you just substitute all of this in the formula. So you will get f of v is x power 2 by 3 into dv by dx. What is dv by dx? 1 by 3 into x power minus 2 by 3. 3x power minus 2 by 3 minus f of u is 0 and everything else is also 0. du by dx is also 0. So essentially you are going to get 1 by 3 because this will get cancelled. So this is your final answer. Let's look at another example. Okay. So another example would be find out d by dx of x to x cube e power 2u square du. Okay, this is your question. So what is this? Okay, so u of x is now x. U is just a dummy variable, right? So okay, let's not confuse this here because we want to keep u as something else. So let's have the dummy variable to be e power 2u square 2t square dt. So u of x is x and t is your dummy variable. V of x is x cube, the upper limit, and I is x to x cube e power 2t square dt. This is your I. So what are the things that we need? So f of t is e power 2t square. So f of u will be e power 2u square. So now you can substitute u in terms of x. So you will get e power 2x square. Okay. And f of v will be e power 2v square. So this will be e power 2 into, what is v? V itself is x cube. So x cube square. So this will be e power 2 x power 6. Okay, this will be f of v. Now what is u of x is? U of x is x. So du by dx would be 1. And v of x is x cube. So dv by dx would be 3x square. Alright. So finally di by dx would be f of v into dv by dx minus f of u into du by dx. So you are going to get, what is f of v? F of v is e power 2. E power 2x power 6 dv by dx, so 3x square minus e power 2x square into 1. Okay, so your final answer is 3x square e power 2x power 6 minus e power 2x square. So this is your di by dx. Alright. Okay. So I can give you a small homework here. Homework would be or maybe I'll give you the homework at the end. So let me finish what I'm trying to say. Okay. So there is another related rule. There's another related rule which is d by dx from a to b f of x comma t dt. Okay, so there is an x here also. So this small f also is a function of x and the dummy variable. Dummy variable is t. So t is the dummy variable of the integration. Okay, and x is your variable for differentiation. Okay, and the formula for this is nothing but a to b dou by dou x of f of x comma t dt. Alright, so this is your formula. So this particular formula, right, this is only valid, so this can be done only if a to b f of x comma t dt exists. Okay, only if this exists, meaning it's not some infinity or undefined value. Okay, so if this exists and exists and also dou f by dou x is continuous. Okay, so if this is continuous and dou f x comma t by dou x mod of this is less than equal to a to b f of x comma t dt. Okay, so these are all the conditions, but mostly if this function and this function exists, then generally this integration is possible or this rule is possible. Okay, so now what we can do is we can combine everything. So this here represents a and b. So a and b here is constant. Okay, or it may not be constant also. Okay, the point is that if you are differentiating something where the small f not only has x, which is the variable for differentiation, but also has, so it not only has the dummy variable, right, because dummy variable is what we are integrating over, so that is t, but also has the x, which is the variable over which we are differentiating. So when this is the case, and if a and b is constant, then you will get this function. But if a and b is not constant, right, then what will you get? Okay, so now we combine everything. So we'll get d by dx from u of x to v of x f of x comma t dt. Okay, so now u of x and v of x are functions of x, they are not constants. So since they are not constants, now you have to do it the same way like we have it earlier, so which is f of x comma v dv by dx minus f of x comma u du by dx, and then we also have this integral from u to v dou f by dou x into dt. Okay, so this is basically assuming that first it is differentiating with respect to x and then you are applying the limits. So first calculate this integral, then you apply your limits. Okay, alright, so this is your final answer, your formula. Okay, so this formula is very important. So this just combines everything. If you remember this formula, you don't have to remember anything else actually, right? Because if x is not there, then it's just f of v dv by dx minus f of u du by dx. So that is the original formula. If there is x, then there are three terms here. Okay, alright. So let's solve a problem. So example, find di by dx for I is equal to 3 minus x to x square x minus t dt. Okay, so this is what you have. So this is a function of x, this is a function of x, and this is a function of x and t. So essentially this is of the form I is equal to u of x v of x f of x comma t dt. Okay, So f of x comma t is basically x minus t, u of x is 3 minus x, and v of x is x square. Okay, so all the things that you need are, you need f of x comma v, which is wherever you have x, you have to, so wherever you have t, you have to put v. So you get x minus v, right? And v is in terms of x, so you'll get x minus x square. Okay, f of x comma u would be x minus u, so you have x minus 3 plus x, so you have 2x minus 3. Okay, now dou u by dou x would be, what is dou u by dou x is minus 1, and dou v by dou x is 2x, right? So finally you're going to have di by dx is, you have to look at the formula. So it is f of x comma v dv by dx minus f of x comma u du by dx plus u to v dou f by dou x into dt. Okay, so what is f of x comma v? You have it as x minus x square, so x minus x square into 2x minus f of x comma u is 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3 into minus 1 plus u to v, what is dou f by dou x. So what is dou f by dou x? So f of x comma t, right? So f of x comma t is x minus t, so dou f by dou x would be 1. So you will get 1 into dt, right? So you are going to get 2x into x minus x square plus 2x minus 3 plus, so the integration over dt will just give you t, right? So this will give you t from u of x to v of x. So this will be 2x square 1 minus x plus 2x minus 3 plus t, what is t? What is u of x? So this will give you v of x minus u of x, right? So wherever you have t, you substitute v and then you go for the other limit, which is u, so v minus u. So you are going to get 2x square 1 minus x plus 2x minus 3 plus v of x is x square and u of x is 3 minus x. So minus 3 plus x. So this is your final answer. Alright. Now let me give you some homework problems. Find the following. So 1 would be from 1 to x t square dt. So d by dx of from 1 to x t square dt. So this is question number 1. Question number 2 is d by dx of from x to x minus 3, okay, x to x minus 3 sin t dt. Okay, and then the third question is d by dx x to x square dt by ln of x plus t. So this is your third question. Okay, and then there is one more homework which is slightly more complicated, but it will be fun if you can do it. So if u to v e power minus t square dt is x and u power v is y, find dou u by dou x at constant y, dou u by dou y at constant x, and dou y by dou x at constant u. Okay, at u equals 2 and v equals 0. Okay, so these are your homework problems. Alright.